right, guys, I wanted to jump in here and show you my obsession over the last week. I've started my first true attempt at a dark ride in Planet Coaster. I love the Huntsman car here. And one thing you'll notice, this is actually going to be it's technically, it's going to be a water ride. I'll show you here in a minute. I don't want to give too much away, but the Huntsman's vehicle actually descends down into the water. So the car is just, just a little bit of, right at above water level where their seats are at. And, I would say, I don't want to say it's Pirates of the Caribbean, but it is, I'm taking a lot of stuff from that. So, maybe it's loosely interpreted, just taking a lot of elements from that. The guests, when they actually come through the queue here and make their way onto the vehicles, they like the story I kind of want to go with is you start in this pirate prison, and the whole premise of the ride is you have to make your way out of the prison and past the Flying Dutchman and Davy Jones, and it is going to be I think it'll be an interesting ride. I hope you guys can follow the story and just immerse yourselves in it. And so the whole queue, the whole first area starts out where obviously you see the pirates back there in their prison cells. So I thought that would be cool, like if you're standing there waiting in line, or the line would actually, like the little guests will be standing all the way out here waiting to come in, and as they come in they get to see all the animatronics and the pirates and all that. So that I thought was cool. But yeah, you can see right here, this is where you actually make your descent down into the water. And I'll show you a little first. You've probably seen this in a video a few days ago, but this is where the story takes the turn of you're kind of making your escape, and the Royal Navy is they're chasing you, they're after you, and you're kind of making your way through this town. And I've got the little animatronics kind of firing back here. And I think this is as far as I'll take you, because there's still a pretty good bit of work left to be done. A lot of detailing. I think, hopefully, but this will probably be done by this weekend, maybe Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to hold off with all the Frontier Expo hype going on, and going to be wanting to catch those live streams and all that. But if I, let's see, it's Wednesday now, maybe this will be ready by Saturday morning, and I can kind of push this out there and get it done before all the Frontier Expo hype goes on, and all of our attention's going to be over on that, of course, with the anniversary update and all that, and getting more info. But yeah, so this is what I just kind of wanted to get you in here and show you, give you a little bit of the backstory, show you the station, and kind of what I got going on. And if I back out, of course, this is one of those deals where, with the way that we kind of have to do dark rides is, if you don't make them completely underground, you have to bring the land up around, actually around the ride. And so that's kind of what I've had to do. So to make it, to make it actually dark, I've had to cover the ride. So it's pretty expansive, pretty huge. Haven't done the outside facade yet. I thought that would be pretty cool, to kind of clean this up out here and finish the rest of the queue. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm working with right now. So let me know in the comments section down below what you think of the the entrance area in the queue in the main station. And yeah, just kind of let me know what you've been messing around with, or any ideas you have on some of the dark rides you've played with. And yeah, so this is what I've got going on. This is, like I said, this has been my obsession for pretty much since last weekend. So I think you guys will enjoy it. Still got a ways to go. Still got a lot of lighting to do. It's like I was telling my buddy Casey, these dark rides. You guys know there is it's a fine line between what you want to show and what needs to be hidden and what needs to be, accented, and, just all of that goes in it, and, just what you want to, what you're trying to accomplish in the story you're trying to tell with it. So that is definitely, it is a big undertaking with dark rides. Probably why I've never tried it before, because it is definitely Definitely one of the tougher aspects of you know, these theme park simulation games is building a nice, good, believable dark ride. So definitely a challenge, but hopefully this will be a good first start, good practice, and whenever I go on, I think I've already, it's helpful. I've learned a ton of stuff by just doing this, by just making myself sit down and say, okay, it's time. I've got to try a dark ride. And definitely a big learning curve. Watching a lot of, you know, one of the masters of two masters of dark rides, RCTD and Imagineer Tim. Been watching a lot of their older RCT3 dark rides. Even more recently, RCTD's Mine Train, you know, kind of like a dark coaster ride. So got a lot of inspiration from those guys, and, you know, just a lot of studying up, a lot of YouTube on dark rides and you know, behind the scenes documentaries. You know, they've got all those on there too. So if you're stumped, just go on there and Google dark ride documentaries, and, you know, there's a lot of insight on there, you know, about the thought process and how these things are themed up and how important the story is. And, you know, that's kind of how I've rolled with this. I've kind of just taken it a room at a time and tried to, you know, just blast the room as much as I could with as much detail and story. And you can see, just looking out, it kind of, the whole thing kind of weaves in and out of these different rooms and different situations that the guests are going to find themselves in and that you'll find yourself in. And so, yeah, guys, that's it. I just wanted to jump in here and kind of give a little explanation. I know that first video was a little vague, just doing a little bit of weather testing. Learned a lot about that, too, and what looks good and what doesn't. So, yeah, just give me a thumbs up if you end up enjoying this video, and subscribe for more Planet Coaster content, and come back and check with me, and I'll be giving you Frontier Expo updates. I won't actually be there, but I'll keep up with all the news and Twitter and feeds and live streams, and hopefully get you some information together and break it all down and let you know hopefully what we have to look forward to come November. I believe that's when the anniversary update drops, and where, you know, the mass of the community pretty much thinks, I don't know if Bo may have already said it, but that's probably going to be a free update. So I haven't confirmed that yet, and I haven't heard anybody confirm it. I don't remember I haven't looked up the newsletter in a while to see if that was confirmed, but yeah, I'll give you more updates on that with what they come out and what Sam and Bo and Ed and all them guys end up saying at Frontier Expo 2017. So remember, guys, that's this Saturday. It starts. So, you know, Lady Signer, Rudy, a bunch of them are going to be live streaming, and they've got different spots that start throughout the day. And, yeah, so a lot of exciting weekend coming up. Probably a lot of information drops, and we will probably hopefully get to see a lot of the new stuff they've been working on. So anyways, guys, I'm Sdanwolf, and yes, I will catch you in my next video. Thank you. See ya.
I'm so far out of sight.